I'm back. Outlaw Halkham. What a weekend. And the first time the weather has been anything but glorious in Holkham. Enjoy the video. So I'm back from a weekend in Holkham. It literally rained what felt like all weekend. It actually didn't rain all weekend. It rained about 3 times, but when it rained really hard. For the last few years, Holkham's been nothing but glorious. So yeah, it's the first time we've had rain. Early July, you don't expect it to belt down really, but that was quite cool. The week before, I'd shot for Ironman in Bolton as their race photographer. First time on a moto, so I was pretty pumped to be, continuing to bring more people good triathlon media. So in Holkham, it was pretty full on all weekend. We had the new gravel sprint try Saturday morning. I did a tiny bit of video for that, mostly a kind of quick highlighty type video. And then we did the 10K. It was raining, so I was just on stills. The plan was to fly a drone, but the small window the sun came out, there was actually a red kite flying around. Despite the fact we're seeing a lot of drones flying around triathlon races at the minute, it's kind of a bit naughty. They don't have permission from the landowner. They're definitely within 50 meters of residential properties and crowds. So yeah, flying a drone isn't as easy as it looks when you need everything to be above board. And at Holkham, the rules are quite strict around the wildlife and the family that live in the hall, rightly so. So yeah, with a red kite flying around, you're just not allowed to fly the drone basically. It disturbs the wildlife and the bird will just engage the drone. Red kite versus Mavic Mini, the bird probably wins 9 times out of 10 in that fight. So unfortunately couldn't film that, which was a bit annoying, but got some beautiful stills for the participants. And then on to the future Outlaw race. Again, it just rained the whole way through, so we were just on stills again for that. The Sunday, we had Will Johnson on the video. It was great to have Will with us. And then we had 4 finisher photographers to kind of cover the whole course. As I said with Nottingham, we're really working hard to bring high quality media to the athletes and the brands and kind of integrate everyone together. So when the sponsors send photographers, I'm very keen on them to integrate with our team rather than have multiple people shooting the same thing. So yeah, we're really pushing to make sure everyone is looked after and the finisher pictures are high enough quality that you can actually use them in your marketing and they're actually well thought through, they're edited, we're really taking care of that. So the team on the ground were fantastic. It was really cool to have all them working with the 226 brand. I was on pure marketing images, so making sure I really consistently change my shot. I'm really thinking about how it's composed, where I'm positioned, moving around, make sure everyone else is well serviced. So yeah, there was a lot happening, but it was really cool. With Will on the video, it meant I didn't have to think about video at all. And there were parts of the course, like the finish line, where because the team were there, it was really well serviced and I didn't need to be there taking pictures of the finish shoot. So because left that to the team, I have the raws, I can then edit high quality finish pictures and they're a bit more bespoke. We're trying to make sure that the team aren't sat with a tripod just clicking the same shot again and again, trying to get them to handheld the cameras, mix up their shots a little bit, move around slightly. So yeah, they smashed it. It was really cool. We yeah, published a lot of images from the race and a lot of really cool video, and we're continuing to work to develop that. So at Outlaw Nottingham, you'll hopefully be able to buy finisher videos now, facial recognition, just to continue to tell the story. We're in the business of capturing memories and selling memories. So yeah, if you like your photos, buy them. That's one thing. If you can't afford them, let me know, we can sort a discount. But a big advocate of voting with your feet. So the only way we're going to see better media in triathlon is by people buying the media they like, so supporting those causes. So yeah, make sure if you do like shots, try and put a bit of your hand in your pocket where possible. I know things are tight at the moment, so not always easy, but if we're involved, let us know, because I'd love that to not be a problem. So yeah, the team were great. We had one guy swim exit and then 3 on bike out. So we only shot bike out. We didn't go out on the bike course and we didn't shoot bike in. So I was quite keen to make sure everyone had photos of themselves on the bike. So yeah, they were all taken on the way out. So that's why there were 3 photographers there. We got a bit of backlash after Nottingham because there was no swim exit photographer. I hate swim exit photos. We basically had someone let us down just before. So I had to make a decision of an extra bike photographer or the swim exit photographer. So in Nottingham, we had 2 bike out photographers. Now that meant no swim exit photos and no 3rd bike out photographer, which meant we missed quite a lot of people. So yeah, we had 4 guys covering it instead of the 2 guys at Nottingham, which was a much better setup. So we had a lot of swim exit shots. They were really well positioned with the arch, loads of bike out, different shots, 1 with the obelisk, 1 with the house, or 2 with the house in the background. So yeah, I really thought the team worked well there. We then had 2 on the finish. In Nottingham again, we had 2 with long lenses on the finish. So a lot of people were missed. So yeah, we had a wide lens halfway down the finish shoot. No one was, or as I've been told so far, I've had no complaints. We're 2 weeks after the race, and no one seems to have been missed on the finish, which is amazing. But there's time yet, so hopefully that worked a lot better. It's a setup we'll be using moving forward, so that's really cool. And then we had 2 guys out on the run course. So one was again with the house in the background. It's your classic Holkham shot. It adds context. It's really beautiful. And then one was again further down with the obelisk, and I was kind of moving in between everyone. So hopefully everyone got a nice set of bespoke media that was a bit more thought out than usual, a bit better edited than usual. Yeah, we published 45,000 shots within 48 hours of the finish. They were actually finished within 24 hours, but we made the decision just to hold off, just to make sure everyone had time to pre-order should they want to. We did a slightly reduced pre-order, so it's 40% if you ordered before the race, and then 20% off if you ordered before you saw your pictures. So yeah, I wanted everyone to have a fair chance at that. And then we published the shots Tuesday at 7 AM. So yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. Obviously people want to see their shots immediately after the race, so we toed and froed with that for a while of whether they should be as fast as possible or whether giving people opportunity to have more affordable photos was better. So yeah, we're continuing to develop the service. We appreciate all the feedback. I'll chuck some video footage and the highlights videos over this. Thanks to Will for the videos, check him out. And thanks to the guys, that were taking the pictures. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you all soon.